Hey guys, it's week 12, and we're here to give you our kick-ass, suck-ass, where we tell you which players we think you should play and which you might want to consider sitting.
So if you want more advice on who you should sit and start this week, we're going to detail a little bit more in our blog, and we'll put the link down below when it's live. But kicking things off this week is the captain himself, Colin Kaepernick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kaepernick has a matchup against Washington, which is pretty bad against quarterbacks this season. Last game, he threw for 193 yards and 1 touchdown, but most importantly, he didn't throw any interceptions.
None.
So I think he's finally getting into his groove late in the season. I think you should feel confident starting him, and hopefully San Francisco will come out with the win, or at least a win for you and your fantasy team.
Mm-hmm. So I'm feeling pretty good about Denard Robinson if you're looking for a running back. He's coming off a bye week. He's playing the Colts. We all saw what happened when Jonas Gray had a shot with the Colts. This is Robinson's week. In week 10, he had a really solid game. He had 15 carries for 60 yards, 2 catches for 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So I'm feeling pretty good about this matchup.
He came from nowhere. I mean, where did Gray come from?
I don't know, but I have him on my team, and I'm excited about it.
I couldn't pick him up.
Yeah, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Anyway, if you have tight end problems and you're looking for one, I would look no further than Donnell. Donnell's got his matchup against Dallas this week, which surprisingly, even though they have a great defense this year, they're pretty easy against tight ends. He went last week, he had 3 receptions for 54 yards and 1 TD, and with Romo as the gunslinger for Dallas, I think you can expect a shootout, even despite the fact that Eli Manning is just not that consistent.
So, we're feeling him.
We're feeling Donnell. We're
Donnell.
never feeling Eli Manning.
No.
Sorry.
Here we go again.
I know. I'm sorry. I just don't like Eli Manning.
So I'm going to go back to Jonas Gray. And I'm going to say sit him this week, which I think is going to be confusing from what I just reported.
Right after we were like, he got 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, we are pumped for him because he had 38 carries and like 199 yards and 4 touchdowns, and that's amazing. But he's up against the Lions, and they're really, really tough against running backs. And so I think if you have him, you did it. Stash him, but maybe don't play him this week.
Another player that I just really like as a player is Larry Fitzgerald, but I just wouldn't start him this week. He has a grade 2 MCL sprain, and despite the fact that he finished the game last week, he was limited in practice on Wednesday, and even Coach Bruce Arians said that he's iffy for Sunday. Plus, there's pretty hot targets with
John Brown,
and they're up against Seattle, which is really tough against wide receivers, so it's not like he would have produced a lot anyway, but just keep an eye on it. We're not even sure if he's going to play.
So definitely check out our blog. Like we said, it's a little bit more detailed. Check out our Twitter. You can tweet at us if you have any questions. We'll totally respond.
So we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Good luck!